Oh, haven't used that lift yet. Oh! Now I see why. Guys, I, made a mistake. You see, I recorded about 2.5 hours more gameplay, and, I realized, though, that I didn't record. I didn't press record. This is the sort of thing I've had bad dreams about sometimes happening. And because you only have one save file, that meant I either had to scrap the Let's Play or start over from the beginning. Now, rationally speaking, of course I should have scrapped the Let's Play. It's really not worth that much time, I think, especially since probably not many people are ever going to watch it. Well, besides me. But then I decided that because I was so intent on playing a handful of these Metroid games, no, I was not just going to throw it out, I was going to finish it, and here we are, I've gone back, I'm finally back to where I was, and I did it about 3 hours faster than before, I think, so who knows, maybe I'll see some kind of extra ending now, and we're off to a great start. Or not extra, God, I'm doing just atrociously all of a sudden. I mean, not an extra ending, you know what I mean. An ending, you know, at the end of Metroid games will, like, show you a different picture or something. You know, something like that. Maybe we'll get a different one of those. Not go that way. Well, I guess we just have to wait a minute and the snails will be out of our path. See? What'd I tell ya? Hey, you wanna die is what I should say. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to reproduce my original responses to all this, my reflections on the ecosystem of SR388, which, as you can see, Samus takes very good care of. Wait, are we just going in a big circle? Yeah, we are. Or about the Chozo, and, like, I'm not sure entirely what stuff I said before, and what stuff I didn't say before, and it was a real shame, too. Because the last part of the Let's Play that I had thought I was recording, I thought was probably the best part of it so far. I thought it was going to have... Oh! Another one of my, many ridiculous sort of freak-out moments. One that was unmatched since, I don't know. Well, probably since Toyotomi being himself, honestly. I don't think we've been down here yet. No, we haven't. And, I mean, I'm not going to say what it is, but I probably can't summon that kind of raw, manic, panicking, what's happening kind of energy. But on the plus side, if you like seeing me bumble around trying to figure out what exactly I need to do next, that shouldn't be a problem. Although I am surprised how much of this I did remember. By and large, I don't think I'm going to remember very much. Okay. Oh yeah, this is like one of those puzzles to get a missile tank that I did. But that, yeah, that's what it is. We're gonna have to go all the way back around again. Okay. Well, am I gonna go all the way back around? I did last time. I remember that on the missing recording that never happened. In that recording, I did go back and get it. So I might as well do. You kidding me? I forgot to jump, even though the blocks were, like, right there in front of my eyes, clearly marked. It's as if I'm not seeing things with my eyes or understanding them with my brain anymore. I mean, I guess that's what the hell that you encounter in these caves will do to you. But it's so annoying. It's like, I can't even keep up anymore the pretense of, you know, this isn't, like, a game and I should try and sort of accept the game world on the game world's own terms and that kind of stuff. I can't do that. Because I've already sort of ruined that. I'm gonna pass overhead. Yeah. Because I'm doing it all again. And whoa, that was close. What the heck? Wait, are they like bombs? I mean, I guess so. They're probably, I would say that wouldn't make any sense evolutionarily, Like, why would you explode to survive? But the thing is, they're probably some kind of eusocial animal, and so if one explodes, it's still ultimately for the good of the whole colony, so it was selected for evolutionarily, which is, you know, how eusocial animals came to exist anyway, like ants, or my personal favorite, the naked mole rat. I wonder if Samus has heard of naked mole rats. Probably not, honestly. Well, she's seen weirder stuff. Alright, here we are in the place where all sorts of terrible things happen. Whoa, 2 in 1 shot, huh? Oh wait, no, not quite. That's something else I didn't realize I could do before. Whoa, ow, hey, that hurt. But yeah, that's something else I realized I could do that I didn't know before. You can indeed perform a melee, block on these things with the stone shells. Well, they're probably not entirely made of stone, but they're certainly mineral-based. Rather, I mean, there's the bone. Oh, and I remember this section. I thought it was pretty, pretty creative when I was just, like, standing there incinerating them with our body. That was a kind of odd thing to do. But anyway, you know, I mean, that's pretty odd. I don't do it too often. You know, it's a shame that you just killed all those bugs. We all know, you know, maybe not all those bugs were so bad. Maybe some of them were only doing that, were only cooperating in the assault because of peer pressure and they didn't really want to. Maybe, you know, there could have been all sorts of bugs among those bugs. And this thing, well, it doesn't really matter. Oh, hey, hold on. Kind of like those bugs. What was I saying? I forget. Well, I'll let you see for yourself what special thing this section does. You might notice that we're going for fewer Metroids this time. A lot fewer, in fact. In fact, just 1. I never did figure out, though, why exactly there would be Chozo who would build these mechanisms to respond to Metroid DNA. Because I'm pretty sure these are not the same group of Chozo who Old Bird and Grey Voice were part of. And I guess that's part of this, oh, I remember these things. They're like little robots. See that little thing scurrying along up there? Gotta be careful around them, because if they see you, they unleash an attack that extends in a vicinity around them, sort of like those older Metroids. And the, attack will temporarily, I think it might hurt you for, might hurt you for one, but it will definitely prevent you from, well, that ain't natural. Actually, that is probably natural. But it will definitely prevent you from using your Aeon for a little while. Which can be pretty inconvenient, you know. Sometimes that might even be the difference between life and death. See those structures in the background? Wonder what they are for. They probably weren't just built for aesthetics, not this far underground. But then again, the Chozo... Oh, I remember these ugly mouth things. You see, the first time I would have been reacting to them, I would have been, like, talking about those square crystals you see in the background. You see those crystals? I think there are a lot of pretty crystals in the world. And what the... There we go! It's almost set off the... This is going to be a lot of stuff to get through. You see those crystals that are shaped like cubes? There are real crystals like that. There we go. And the thing is that, well, I mean, I've always been sort of fascinated by crystals. Of course, all minerals are crystalline. It's part of what, yeah, there you go. It takes away some of your Aeon and makes you unable to use it anymore. Well, we'll just harvest it from this snail. We're no better than those people in BioShock. Okay, and this thing, I still will know how to get past that thing. And so far, we've found nothing down here where we can make any progress. But we're gonna... There we go. Here's where we're gonna find progress. Those crystals are pretty amazing, though. I wonder what kind of mineral they are. I've always thought that it was very pretty crystals that, form in these unusual shapes. But as I was saying, all minerals are crystalline. That's one of the things you have to be qualified as a mineral. And oh god, it's another one of those purple cloud things. There's no way I'd survive if I went that way, so you know what I'm gonna do? Not go that way. That's one thing that I've done differently. In that earlier area where I knew one of those things would eventually stop our path, I didn't scout ahead and try to get to it, so it's still uncharted territory as far as I'm concerned. Well, what I'm gonna say next is why... Like, I remember that I had a lot of trouble here before, too. And, oh, here we go. Down. Well, it would have been my next guess. Huh. Oh, hey, another teleport point. I still think it's ridiculous that she is a laser that will shoot through solid rock, but not through their shells. So, this way first, or this way first? Whoa, get out of there! I did that without thinking. Or rather, I assumed there was something on the other side of the gap. And the odd thing is, Samus could have seen there wasn't, but she leapt anyway. And that's the tragedy of all this. It's not just that I'm looking silly. You know, I'm making Samus look silly. And that's just disrespectful to all that she's gone through in her life. Hey! You know what? What am I... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just shoot him from here. These electrical ones. I'm not sure how they electrify the rocks, but I suppose there just must be rather large deposits of conductive metals in the rocks. See, this one needed to be taken out because it would have kept harassing us across multiple platforms, which meant it could have become very deadly very fast. The snails, though, it feels wrong to hurt them because they act in a purely defensive manner. Oh! And what do we have here? Well, some sort of Chozo technology, of course. Ah yes, the Spazer Beam. You see, with this thing, this is what's gonna let us get through the 3-eye creatures blocking some doorways. In fact, we're gonna have to. Now, once again, it feels kind of wrong to do that, because it's not as if those 3-eyed creatures are attacking us. But we have to do it in order to make progress. But you see, that's the thing. How much is that an excuse? A lot of terrible, terrible things have happened because people felt the need to, to do them in the name of, progress, or anyway, what they thought was progress. Okay, both of you can go to hell. And so, I'm always a little weary. Be weary of anyone who says something is justified purely in the name of, like, oh, this'll... this is just what has to be done, even if it involves, like, hurting all these people. Did she just, like, jump off a wall just there? I mean, I think so. Uh-oh. No! Okay. Well, that's fine. We just lost a bit of Aeon. It's not like it killed us. That would have been a lot worse, because then we wouldn't be alive anymore. And that would really complicate the whole mission. But we know Samus survives, because she's going to write her great memoirs down the line. Man, those would be a fascinating read. So there's the Metroid's shell, of course. And the Metroid itself is no doubt beyond this door. Okay, and here's... Oh, is there some beautiful crystals in the background? I guess they're like open geodes, huh? And I guess those green column things in the background are some sort of living organism. Well, that's a way to get back. It's impressive they withstand the heat. Rather like the Metroids in that way, I guess. And as for you little creatures... Hold on, see those crystals moving in the background? I don't remember seeing that before. What's going on there? You don't see that every day, do you? Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, it's... Earlier we saw, or I think we saw... The recording that didn't happen is really throwing me off, because I don't know if I've talked about these things yet. But as you can see, it's actually a creature which has huge crystals growing on its back, or maybe imitations of crystals on its back, on its shell. and it's a form of camouflage. Now, you see, that's a huge animal, and a majestic one at that. I bet, you know, we can appreciate those kinds of things, even if as deadly as this world might be. And it's pretty darn deadly. Maybe some cinematographer at some point would make a movie about this world in the same way that the movie, like, say, Man with a Movie Camera is about a city. Except Man with a Movie Camera isn't actually about a real city, or not a specific city since the footage was gathered from several cities. It's a great movie, though. There's nothing else like it. Well, there probably is, but I'm not familiar with it. Maybe like Koyanos Kadi or whatever that movie was. I don't know, but all that stuff is ancient history by Samus's day. And I don't think she's into that anyway. She's into Doctor Who. I mean, I think that's a large, you know, source of her motivation here. It isn't just her sense of, you know, duty to her God, not you! Her mixed feelings about her, upbringing by the Chozo and whether what they did was for her or was instead for them, you know? And in a way, isn't she like one of the Metroids herself? Because, you see, I don't know, did I already talk about this? Whoa, hey, don't ram into me. Well, you didn't. Come on, why am I not able to get a good shot in? Well, whatever. Hey! I did discover some other things, too. Like, I had underestimated the extent to which ice was a weakness of these things. Look at this. And now, there it is, vulnerable in front of me, because it's going to try and shake the ice off its shell. And now it's already dead. But that's just the thing, though. The first time I did that, because I didn't know that trick, the fight went on much longer, and it ended up becoming a kind of, like, a chase. You know, I pursued that Metroid all throughout this sector we're in here. And in the end, it was, you know, it was a worthy hunt. But here, well, I don't want to say it feels like I'm playing dirty, because you can't really play dirty with a Metroid. You know, that's not... It's sort of like playing dirty with, like, something you can't do that with. Oh, I still have the ice beam equipped. Well, now they're dead. But, yeah, it's up there, right? So... Oh. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, then. So, Samus, you just need to... Good job, Samus. That was a real beautiful job there. Just hold, there we go. And fire. No, there we go. Before the block regenerated. Still not clear on how they do that, but it clearly must be a Chozo thing. Now, as for what purpose it could possibly serve to, you know, build blocks to reappear so quickly like that, I don't know. And really, it's pretty extraordinary technology, because if the blocks are reappearing, well, I mean, it's clear that they have some kind of, like, teleportation and that kind of technology. Because, I mean, they must do this long after Star Trek. Oh yeah, I don't need to have this green shield thing equipped. Well, actually, there's a lot more down here. Oh! That's gonna sting a little. Really, look at all the space in the caves right beneath us. Get out of there! No! God! This just gets worse and worse. Well, you know what? Just get out of here. Just forget it, Samus. Whatever damage these little things are going to do to you is not worth dealing with losing more Aeon right now, because when you kill them, the damage pays for itself, so to speak. That was a preemptive strike. The fire, God! The problem is now that I'm just sort of like falling rather than carefully looking ahead to make sure I don't ran into anything, I was gonna say. Can you believe that? Don't ram into anything with an M. You'd think I'd learned some basic English by now, wouldn't you? It just goes to show that I don't really know anything. So I'm like Socrates. So in other words, I think I'm pretty smart. You know, Socrates was a little bright. I guess what he really was sort of inquisitive, and he really stuck to his guns on what he believed. You know? Even if it meant killing himself. Yeah, you wanna do that again? Yeah, you know, forget it. And I can't get to that because of the fan. Now, here we go. And we're gonna find an entire world of fun and mystery. How do we get up here, then? I'm kinda curious. Oh, I see. We get up there from above in the previous room. Like, above there. No, we don't. Not in the previous room, but, like, across this room, and right into the trap. Well, it wasn't really a trap, because it wasn't like... It was naturally occurring. A trap would imply that it was built with the intention of catching us by someone! But the fact of the matter is, it was built by no one! And, while the little drone's back is turned, I assume that robot was another creation of the Chozo that's kind of gone haywire. A lot of the stuff in here seems to have a capacity for doing that kind of thing. I suppose that's what happens when you have these AIs that just keep operating on their own. So yeah, it was... Hold on. What was I just thinking? Oh, I see. We're gonna... Oh, darn it. It was from the room the Metroid was in. Well, never mind. We're not going down there. Some things aren't worth the time. And I'm gonna say that's one of them. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I guess I really wouldn't know, would I? You see, that's the thing. What if I went in there before, and... Okay, hold on. There is something still above us here that may warrant some investigation. New missile tanks are always welcome. Well, how would we get up there if we wished to get up there? Alright, it's from the previous chamber. I can do that. Yeah, we're not gonna get up there. We'd need a very high jump to get up there. Which, of course, we're going to get, as I know already, because I got through this part already. But yeah, the hunt didn't happen. It was so much more thrilling before. But I guess Samus is a professional. Oh, the Chozo and her ambivalence to them. I mean, on the one hand, you know, I don't think that Old Bird and Grey Voice raised her for no other reason than to make her a warrior someday. Now, I don't pretend to know why exactly they did the things they did. But they did what they did because they thought it was what was best for the, okay, for the galaxy! For everyone. But they acted without consulting other people, and in the long run, that's just a dangerous road to go down. To view yourself as the... Oh no! Is the sort of policeman for other peoples. When really, other people can take care of themselves, you know? Now, not that they don't make mistakes. Everybody will make mistakes. But you have to let, you know, countries make their own mistakes sometimes. Because the thing is, autonomy is highly valued by, like, every nation that's ever existed, ever. At least, I'm not aware of any where it wasn't. I guess we'll go back down and get the energy tank. I mean, that's what we're here for. Well, not really. We're here for Metroids. But new energy tanks are good, too. Ooh! Those things shoot themselves like projectiles. Now, as for why they do that, I don't know. I have no idea how that could be evolutionarily advantageous, so I'm not even going to try and touch that one. Now, I guess it proves that there's a god that just built them right, you know, today. And you see, it proves that because it doesn't make any sense, and God's just a sadistic jerk! That was crazy what I just did. Who creates creatures so that they can suffer. Oh, this also looks familiar. Yeah, I remember this. I remember going all the way back here to shoot this block when she gets the super missile. But you know, it doesn't matter, because I already went through all that. And I can't believe it, too, because we're about to go through the worst thing ever. Not really. But it's pretty bad. It's going to be a lot of suffering. Remember that big robot? When I found that robot before, I hoped it was going to be our buddy. And I'm not going to be able to repeat my disappointment in the reality. You know, I can't repeat that. I cannot repeat what has already happened. I could act, you know. I could have just pretended that none of this had happened. But that wouldn't be honest, you know? And that wouldn't be fair to you, to over there. How am I gonna get back up here? Oh, I'm gonna have to go all the way around again, aren't I? Well, to be fair, it looks like it was just because I missed something. Hey, could you... Well, the snail's probably gonna get out of our... Okay, it's not gonna get out of our way. Snail, could you... There we go. The snail didn't deserve that, you know. It was just snailing around. It is a quite remarkable case of convergent evolution, however, that there'd be snails like that both on Earth and SR388. And perhaps even elsewhere. I mean, I'm trying to remember. Are there snails on planet Pop Star where Kirby lives? Probably. But I wouldn't know, because I'm trying to remember. I don't... Yeah, wait, there are snails. There was a snail in Kirby's Dream Land 3. Except it was an intelligent snail that was as big as Samus Aran. And we know it was as big as Samus Aran because she was also in Kirby's Dream Land 3. Alright, there we go. And there we go. And now we can finally carry on and hopefully find the next Metroid. You know, we're really lucky there happened to be such an arrangement of blocks that Samus is able to get to the places she's going to in the way she is. Hold on, did I just... Oh god, I went around again in the circle again. Okay. Well, all looks the same, this place does. You know, maybe it's for the best in some ways that my commentary is lost. Or the original video, anyway. I have the audio. It's sort of like the Chozo's ruins here. They're lost, too. Or, not the ruins, but what they were long ago. Oh yes, I remember this place. I thought the crystals were very beautiful when I was here originally. And I still do. And as you can see, there are a lot more machines behind them, whose purpose I can only guess at. See, oh there, see, look there, there's one of the small crystal creatures. So I guess, as a matter of fact, I had not seen them yet, when we saw that big one earlier. But, as you can see, they come in all sizes. It's probably a younger one, and probably they get larger through successive molts. Okay, and as you can see here, the statue's ruined. I'm not going to be able to duplicate my shock and surprise that I felt when this first went through this here. And not only is it missing, but the holes in the background and the way that the dust is still freshly falling implies that it happened just recently. Now, of course, there's no way we really have of knowing for sure that that statue was holding a, another suit upgrade at all. For all we know, that suit upgrade could have been taken when the Chozo originally abandoned this place. But no, it's not what's happening. Okay. And you see, it wasn't our friend at all. It was just another malfunctioning robot, as I guess I should have known. I should have known, shouldn't I? I should never assume the best here on SR388. It always gets us hurt. And you see those, like, missile upgrade down there? There are, like, a lot of that kind of stuff around here. And I just don't understand for the life of me how, like, you're expected to get that stuff. Like, let's be real here. You're not gonna get that stuff, and now the little purple creature's dead. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, we got through there. It was remarkable. It was thrilling. My heart was pounding. Oh, the horror is how I used to feel about it, but then, well, I had to do it again. I mean, it was very unbelievable, and I felt sort of betrayed when that had happened before. Oh, hey, there it is. Yeah. Now here we go to do this fast. See, look at that energy tank upgrade that up down there. There's some way to get that right, but like, how? Because it's already been destroyed. What are we supposed to do? Oh, guess that. That's good. I like doing that. Well, it's gonna keep drilling away down there, or back there. You know, not down there. It's not beneath us. We're on the same level as it. You know. Okay. Shoot. Oh boy. And this is gonna restore our missiles? But I didn't even use them. You have no idea how crazy this was the first time. And this last part, the first time, I was considering, you know, giving up on the game almost. I mean, kind of, not really. Clearly, at this point, I'm gonna finish it after I've gone through this again. But this was like the classic, you know, moment from this Let's Play. The classic in my mind, you know, was gonna be like this part where I just completely, like, go nuts, screaming about, you know, I was talking so rapidly. It's really sort of incredible when you listen to it, just how rapidly I was speaking here, because, you know, the action was rapid, and she just got hurt a little there, and you know what, that's just how little I even care about this, because who even cares that she got hurt there, because we're not gonna get hurt this time, we're gonna make it, you see, but when I did it before, by the time I got to the point where Samus just imagined that she lost there, that must have been like on my maybe 10th try, at least. Here, however, was on my first try. I guess I really do remember things. Maybe I'm not so incapable after all. Now, the impressive thing here is that Samus, of course, was doing all this on her first try. I mean, she just has that analytical mind, you know, that can, like, strategize stuff. It's almost like a superpower. You know, you almost wonder if she's, like, clairvoyant or something. You couldn't even understand what I was going to say, that she's like clairvoyant or something, because it's like, man, she can see this stuff coming. Of course, she's not clairvoyant. It's just, it can be explained away, but you know, she is certain. She's able to see ahead a little bit because of the power of the power suit. The power suit. Go, Samus, go! Don't stop running, Samus! Don't stop! No! And you see, that's another one of the problems here, is that even if I am going fast, that the giant robot, the drill speeds up so that it's still, like, right behind you. So it's not like you can get far enough ahead at this part, you know, in any meaningful way. Alright, go! Get up there! Yeah, screw you too, robot! Before, I was so scared to even come out of there. And not even sure what it did. Did it, like, roar? I don't know. It was probably its parts grinding together in a way they're not supposed to, that made that horrible noise. Anyway, so this is the space jump. Allows you to jump repeatedly in midair. Spin jump and then press B at the right time to jump again. See? Like this. Yeah, these are definitely tougher versions of these organisms this far underground. It's pretty incredible, really, that these species not only live on the surface, but they also live this far underground. By the way, you can't come back the way that we came. Like, for obvious reasons, but... Hold on. Don't tell me this is... Oh wait, no, there's no way to get through there, apparently. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go back here. But I was so scared to, like, emerge again, because you never know if we're just going to emerge to that robot, you know, coming after us again. It was a lot more dangerous than any of the Metroids. How are we gonna get over this? Well, it looks like there was probably further I could have gone up above. And so here's the thing, even with all the time that I saved, actually, maybe there's... I don't think there really is any way through here. But there... I mean, you'd think there must be something, but I guess not necessarily. Anyway, there are only 3 Metroids in this sector that we need to... that exist. So... yeah, she looks pretty silly. But as you can see here, when I tried to go back before, I couldn't because... oh! Well, maybe there is some way to go back. But in any case, we need a super missile for that, and we don't have it. But look at all those buildings back there. Or they're not buildings, but they're, you know, they're like structures. That giant robot has destroyed all of them, you know, forever in some way. As if they weren't already destroyed enough. Really, what am I supposed to do? I can't get through there, obviously. I need to be on the other side of it. Will this reveal something new? I don't see how... oh, I know what I'm missing. Something up here, right? Yeah! Other than another one of those things, I mean. Well, we got more of the beautiful crystals. This time I can actually appreciate them. Unlike before, when I was so freaked out about my encounter with the robot, so shaken, I didn't even know what to say. I mean, I still found plenty to say, naturally. This is old Mackerel phones we're talking about. Hey. Those crystals are pretty, though. I remember in At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft, the mountains are described as having these large crystals on them in the shape of boxes. Or at least they are metallic things, and the narrator supposes they're crystals. Without, of course, quite being sure, without further investigation. Oh yeah, and we also have these tougher snails that, trail that acid stuff behind them at all times. The snails on Earth, is the mucus or slime or whatever it is they excrete, you think, acidic or basic? Or is it near 7? I can see it going either way. Oh, whatever! Yeah, we can't do the, that crazy jump thing we can do so well outside of the water. Now, can we? And, okay, here's another warp point. And I think this must be... hey, must be the other side of that thing we were at before? No, I don't think no, it wasn't. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. It's really ridiculous, the way she spins around when she does that jump, though. It's amazing. It's one of the most amazing things about the power suit, honestly. Like, look at her. Okay, that wasn't a good example, because she got knocked out of the air. But she's like a Samus Aran propeller blade. You could strap her to the top of a helicopter. I mean, look at that. And I still don't know what those things are, though. Oh, well, this would restore our energy tank, but I guess we don't really need it so much right now. Am I gonna keep... I'll look through here. I want to look through each door I come to. Not much we can do in there. Not with those pools of, high-temperature, deadly acid. And you see that creature in the background that just winked at us or whatever? I still feel the same way about that one. Whatever it is, the worst thing it could possibly be is still better than that malfunctioning Chozo robot. And the thing is, you know that robot must have been used for something like mining or digging. They must have had dozens of them to build this place. Well, not necessarily, but... And here's a super missile. It looks like some kind of crystal in its hands, but it's the missile. Super missiles are more powerful and can open green doors. Yeah, I know it's a surprise. Apparently there's a Metroid near here, though. So, super missile. We shoot this open, and head in here. I know that it looks like the rock needs to shave today, but that's just crystals. That's just how crystals are sometimes. I think these red things are also crystals, but I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. This is oh, wait. This is worth it, too, because this gives us a much-needed super missile tank upgrade. The more of these you can have, the better. After a certain point, I think the tank upgrades for normal missiles don't matter as much. But the super missile tanks, well, you better believe those matter. You see that? We can shoot through solid rock, but not through the shells. It makes you wonder what's in those shells, and how it could even be. Hey. You want to try that again? Yeah, you do. Okay. And let's see what's through here. Probably something else. So more of these crystals, and then also a faster cousin to the surface dwelling. Although they're also around here, those other helmeted charging animals. Now see that energy tank? Something I was trying to figure out before was how you get it. And the truth is, I did not figure that one out. Now you're gonna say, well, there's how you get it, but as you can see, I don't know how to break those. Is that a screw attack block? I don't know, but it's sure screwing with me. We wait for the acid to dissipate. Though strong, it doesn't, it quickly loses its potency when exposed to oxygen. Or whatever the atmosphere on this planet is composed of. I really have no idea. And really, it's probably not oxygen. I mean, even those Space Federation, you know, investigators who were here before were wearing full-body suits. So, which way? I'm gonna say, well, we can't get through there. That's the other side of... Look at the crystals! They're beautiful. I was into that kind of stuff when I was a kid. I would get geodes. But now that's beautiful. And it's also sort of ominous, you know. This is far from an environment that humans were built to live in, so to speak. I wonder how deep underground we are. We haven't exclusively gone down because sometimes the lifts take us up. So, I'm not, you know, there's really no telling for sure how far we are underground. But the deepest known level on Earth to have any life on it was, I mean, I think it's a few kilometers down, honestly. Some kind of small worm. Much bigger stuff here. Speaking of... The Elder Metroid! As I suspected, their weak membrane is getting increasingly, you know, protected as they get older. And it makes sense, you know, the Chozo built them that way. But on some level, it makes you wonder why the Chozo would have not just made them that spot be armored to begin with from their youngest stage. Now, while it's breathing heavily up there... Ugh. Okay, is it dead yet? No! No, it's not dead at all. Far from it! Some of these shots, I'm still kind of... okay, I missed that one. The heck out of that one! Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Samus has a macabre imagination. Get down! There we go. It really is surprising that the Metroids haven't been seen matured anywhere else. Even with all of the pirates' investigations into them in Metroid Prime, it seems the pirates never actually saw them reach those higher levels of maturity. Wonder why that is. I mean, maybe it's because they were, after all, built for the environment on this planet. This is where the Chozo intended them to be deployed to prevent the potential abuse of animals, or certain animals anyway, as living weapons. And of course, ironically, instead, the Metroids have become the living weapons. A threat to the galaxy as great as what the Chozo meant to prevent with their creation. So, in some sense, perhaps the Chozo became the great threat to the galaxy. And I guess that's what happens quite often in history to those who mean all the best, but don't understand that just because they think they know how to do things, they don't know how to do things for everybody. The issue is, though, with statements like that, is sometimes there really are people who think they know better than other people, and it's because they do know better than other people. But on the it's hard to, well, maybe I shouldn't even talk that way. I mean, I know I'm better than other people. That goes without saying, obviously. I mean, come on. But, well, I guess it's just important for all of us to be modest and skeptical. But to, well, never mind. This isn't the place for this. Samus is probably still thinking about her favorite episodes of Doctor Who's. Oh! Yeah, that doctor. Wonder which one her favorite is. Probably the original one. Yeah, this is worth getting, I guess. So that's one Metroid. In comparison, how could the younger Metroids, how bad could they be? So what's there left to look around here, huh? Strikingly little, honestly. Oh, but look. There's another, green door over there. But how are we gonna get over there? Well, with a teleporter, I suppose. So, I guess we're gonna go teleport. Well, no, there's nothing back there, my bad. Oh, and we've already been up there, so yeah, let's go to the teleporter down beneath us. I almost hate to leave this place, though. This place is beautiful. Look at those crystals. I want to reach out and touch them, feel their rough yet regular textures with my fingertips. I wonder how well Samus can feel through the hands on her power suit. I mean, the power suit is part of her, so you'd think the answer to that would be pretty well, but we can't be sure about these things. We got a little hurt, but not too hurt. And that's another thing that often happens that was really a problem in the robot part, is that I have Samus roll up into morph ball form, and then leap up, and then cling to the wall, and then push up to make her move up the wall. But if I do that slightly out of sequence, then she ends up going out of morph ball form before she's stuck to the wall. And every split second counted when that robot was around. So, back here, I guess. We're finally getting the tools we need to get to so much ground we couldn't before. I mean, I have one piece of DNA, and that's all you need. So it's not that one, it's the one that's further beneath us. That's another unique thing about this area. Two of them, in what is strictly speaking, the same, Oh, whoa, hey, don't burn me. Oh, I know, another one of them must have been behind that missile block we just passed. But I'll blow that up in a minute, because I don't need to yet, because I'm going to be there in just a moment. No reason not to inject this sample of DNA anyhow. I guess there's some sort of screen on that gun arm. Yeah, it's the one that's over there, too. Alternatively, maybe Samus just finds it kind of comforting to look at her arm sometimes. We all have things like that. Hey, good job. That thing, well, it probably has its own idiosyncrasies, because it's alive, and that's just a feature that many things that are alive have, is idiosyncrasies because of the genetic variation between them. So even among, say, cockroaches, there's probably some kind of individual variation. And if you, well, actually, cockroaches are apparently pretty social animals. Is it in here? Yeah, but if cockroaches, for example, are isolated from other cockroaches, they get depressed and will perish. And I think it's in here, though, is where we want to look. Which makes me feel sort of sad about, hurting them. But actually, that's another thing about cockroaches, is they're actually, a lot more sort of not bad than people think. I mean, on the one hand, sure, they can get into the places where you live, and to have a bunch of animals living and breeding and pooping on, near your food is a problem that should be addressed. Really, you? After what we've just dealt with, you who are up against? Well, I guess there's some young ones everywhere! They're so weak after what we've been dealing with, it almost seems wrong. Especially since, they might be intelligent. Like, the Metroid Prime was certainly intelligent, even if it certainly was just about the evilest being that you could imagine. I mean, it was practically Satan, incarnate in flesh. But, well, anyhow, what are we gonna find up here? Just there. Well, what are we gonna find through here? Probably some kind of upgrade or something. I like those. Like, right here would be a great spot for one. And there was one. I guess I must have remembered that, too. I'm gonna go down here, just in case there's a block or something that I can destroy from this side that... Yeah, there isn't. Well, okay, so we got that one, and I remember getting that one before. Now the next question is, where's that final one? Well, it could be in the upper portion of that tunnel we were just in, so I'm gonna go check that out. Well, we weren't actually just in the tunnel, but you see on the map, there was a tunnel above the area where that last Metroid was. It looks like there's an upper portion in that tunnel we didn't really explore. And at this point, it's hard to imagine a reason we wouldn't have explored it. Oh, hold on. We missed the tunnel. It's over here. And the reason that it's hard to imagine that is that now we can jump up to anywhere. In fact, we were just here a little bit ago on the first Metroid hunt in this, what is this, Area 4? Yeah, is there even anything, up here? I mean, I guess so. Right? Yeah. No. How are we gonna do this? Hey, you wanna try that again? Let's see, can we get to it from this angle? No, we can't. And that's the difficulty here we go. Can we get to it from... Well, we can't get to it from there either. Maybe here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to, get to it while we're mid-it, or how about this? No. How the heck are we gonna get this thing? Well, how about this then? Must work eventually. Sooner or later, we're gonna shoot with just the right timing. Of course, sooner or later, we're gonna run out of missiles. Well, we have over 80 of them, so I say that it's we're What the? There we go. Worth. Try. Samus Aran, human propeller. You know what? Forget it. No. I'll get it. You'll see. The thing is, she could totally reach around and get up there if she really wanted to, but she doesn't. And that's apparent, and that's my problem, apparently. So, if she doesn't care that much, then I don't care either. Because really, why would I? We have plenty of missile upgrades. No, I don't think... what if it was a super missile upgrade, though? Then I'd eat my words. I mean, maybe not. Alright, where's that last shell? I'm done messing around here. We just gotta kill all of them at this point. Well, that's what we're doing anyway, you know? I guess that's Samus Aran for you. A child of the Chozo cleaning up her forebearers' mistakes. Although they're not really her forebearers, but they were her effective parents, even if they weren't her biological parents. Let me just look at my arm again. Oh, that's pretty far off. Well, where's the nearest teleport point? Well, if we gotta do this somewhere, at least we're somewhere pretty. Even if that horrible, construction robot is around here somewhere. More like destruction robot, am I right? Oh, God. Actually, I'm kind of curious about this. What happens if I go back down here? Surely the robot's gone now, right? Yeah. The robot's cleared out. This means I can get all that upgrade stuff that was down here. Maybe this wasn't such a bad thing after all, huh? So, like, what's down here, for example? Apparently these areas connect together. Well, they probably did, before, too. Or actually, they probably didn't before. They connect together now because of the damage that, the giant robot did to this place. See, like, look at this missile pad. How are we gonna get it? Well, I guess by, from below. Yeah, by from below. Sounds like the name of a movie. You know, it could be some sort of drama. Okay, see, where, hold on. Oh, I see what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to destroy all of these, one by one. Oh, I see. No, hold on. No, hold. Oh, no. You see, it could work if we were, like, on one of the lower blocks before the uppermost blocks were destroyed. No, oh, God. If we could just get beneath them, they wouldn't form in the space that we're already occupying, you know? So, that's what we'll do. See? What'd I tell you? No! No, no, no! Okay, you know what? Some things are not worth it, like that missile tank. Gotcha! This place is deadly. Anyway, what we're really here for is that Aeon tank upgrade, and that's in the, tunnel that's above the one in which we currently find ourselves. I don't understand sometimes why she falls. At this point, we can kill them so efficiently, we almost don't even need, any kind of, armor on. So, it's over here, right? Yeah, it's down there. So how are we gonna get to it? Probably not gonna be as easy as just blowing through here, is it? Oh hey, it actually is. Great! I'm amazed that it wasn't completely destroyed by that robot's drill, though. When you get down to it, that's pretty extraordinary, honestly. I think it's good for me to return to the site of so much horror. You know, it's like it's a way of, like, coming to terms with the terrible things that I witnessed happening here. So, of course, it doesn't seem like such a big deal now. I mean, of course, you know, being pursued by a giant killer robot's a pretty big deal for anybody. But you might think, well, it doesn't seem like it was that much more dangerous than any of the other killer things that you've encountered down here. And, you see, you'd think you'd be right, but that's just because you don't see the footage that's the missing footage. That footage is missing. If you saw that, you would understand why I'm talking the way I'm talking. It'd be one for the ages. And will probably be included when Samus writes her memoirs. Oh, here we go, something already. No. This one. We have so many things to choose from. There's some water dripping from the ceilings in here. I assume it's water. I mean, it could be a variety of other chemicals, too. Oh, and now we're back here. See? That was well worth it. But it probably is water. You know, there's a lot of water down here. Which makes sense since there's life on this planet, and as far as we've ever observed, you know, life, at least is what we understand to be life, exists pretty much anywhere there's liquid water. But of course, that's only the case on Earth. If we were on other planets, who knows? I don't know. I've only ever been to Earth myself. I wouldn't mind visiting Mars someday, even though I hear the weather's pretty bad. Samus is, well, who knows? I don't know how far away Earth is from where anybody lives on her timeline. And it's okay that we just took a little damage from the acid, because we got this. Also, did I just say it's okay that we Gust took damage? I feel as if, you know, I'm losing my ability to talk so well.
That's what these caves do to a man.
Oh wait, this is just where we got that power up.
When you've been in these caves for too long.
Or how would I say it? I could say,
we went down to the caves, and what we found was hell.
yeah, nothing, just more beautiful crystals. I'm sure geologists will find the data Samus brings back about this place very interesting. I like to imagine that, or perhaps I don't just imagine, perhaps I have a strong inclination that, her suit is also bringing back some kind of archaeological, or not archaeological, but like assorted scientific data on the environment of SR-388 and the animals, too. Anything in here? Yeah, there was. And you see here, I see just how I'm gonna get it to. Shoot. Oh hey, it's just the one I wanted. Got it. I say just the one I wanted as opposed to the other kind, you know, the normal missile tank capacity increasing tanks. The normal missile tanks is what I should say, I mean, you know what I'm trying to get at. Those were some tall red crystals back there. I mean, those are crystals as big as a human. Such crystals do exist here on Earth, but they're few and far between. Oh. We gotta be swift. Swift and decisive! There we go. You don't think this is gonna take us in a big loop, do you? It did. Well, I must have missed something then, huh? Oh yeah, I get it. The Metroid's right beneath us. I thought? Man, these crystals are forming under some very intense heat and pressure. Which, well, I mean, of course, that's what Metroids... that's what crystals do. I guess it was just, Oh. Hey, hold on. There's more up here. I think? No, it's just a weak section of the rock, I guess. Oh, hey, though, there is more of this area to the right, or I suppose to the east. I'm not sure how Samus's map is oriented, you know? It is probably not north to east to west, however, because given the angle of the camera, clearly we're looking at this from the side. It's not in here either? This just gets weirder and weirder. Like, where is it? I mean, if it isn't here... oh, I see. It must be further... You see how beneath the area where we are now, the tunnel continues to the left? To Samus's left, that is. Well, that must be where we want to go. There we are. The Metroid is a pretty spectacular home. You see, look at those huge red crystals. Normally, igneous rock isn't quite so, I don't know, pretty, I guess. Hey! You know, honestly, after that really tall, really, really old Metroid we met earlier, even you don't seem like such a big deal. That was a disgraceful performance on my part, though. All right. So what we chiefly need to do is just get its belly frozen. Or the membrane beneath it, I mean. Oh! Holy crap, that lava didn't melt it! That's pretty incredible. Oh! Okay. Hey, come back here. Well, this one's gonna give us a good chase, I guess. I understand that, of course, crystals form, you know, from heat and pressure. Or actually, no, I think that's how glasses form. Like, aren't there certain kinds of, like, glassy obsidian rocks? I think so. There it is. I gotta not get careless. It doesn't matter how many you've killed. You get careless on one, that can be the end of you. Retreating again, huh? Well, the question is, which direction did it retreat? I must not have gone that way then. It must be back up here. At least, I assume so. We did find that one den earlier, and it hasn't appeared there yet. So I guess that must be, well, its final den. It's pretty incredible to me that anything at all is alive that, had previously, or not just alive that had previously, what I'm saying that anything is alive, first of all, in an environment like this, and second of all, in an environment where there's a Metroid like this one. I mean, Metroids kill everything, and they are really good at killing everything. I was about to cut it off in case he was trying to make another escape, but I see it wasn't. Hey! About done? Yeah, finished it off classic style. Now all we need to do is get back. Which, I suppose, is something I'm pretty good at this point. Really, those crystals, they're just so beautiful. I feel like they couldn't possibly be standing, though, because how are they withstanding the heat of the lava? I'd think that'd be a pretty hard thing for them to endure. I mean, it's lava. Shouldn't they be melting? I'd think so. I wonder what their composition is. Oh, if only there were a chemist with us. But, well, honestly, Samus probably does know something about chemistry. It's just something that you would pick up at her point, you know, her education notwithstanding. I mean, I'm sure the Chozo taught her about chemistry. The Chozo were clearly skilled scientists themselves to, for example, create Metroid and a power suit. Hey, you wanna? Oh, die. Okay. In any case, how are we gonna get back there? What's the fastest route? Pretty much down. Oh, we can't get through there, though, can we? Oh, well, we can get through there. Sometimes my inability to shoot things quickly is pretty amazing. It's almost a superpower in of itself. Yeah, that was my bad there, but that time it wasn't. Okay, this is certainly something worth chronicling. Or whatever this machine is doing. Probably has something to do with Aeon, judging from the way that that stuff flickers around her. It looks like the Aeon energy that she employs. I say in a very odd way, you know, as if... Hey, as if you can see that something looks like energy. It's not how energy works, you know? You don't, like, see energy. Hey. Wanna... Yeah. The acid really does quickly lower to, lose... Or, it doesn't just... hey. It doesn't just quickly, dissipate. It's like... Or, I mean, that is what it is like. I was going to say, it's not like it just quickly loses its potency. It seems to completely dissipate. There is probably, or I mean, there's certainly some kind of chemical traces of it on the rock where the acid had been. But the acid itself has completely lost its potency and become reintegrated into the natural environment. There's probably no plants on the surface because the Metroids have killed them all. But down this deep, there wouldn't have been plants anyway. At least I don't think. These plants need the sun. But then again, who knows how things work on SR-388. Honestly, at this point, Samus might. And the Chozo, whose images have been constant down here, certainly did. They certainly did. All right. This looks like a good way forward. As good a way as any. Still, it might benefit us to look around a bit. Oh, never mind. We gotta be on the other side before we can even make use of that door. See, look at this Chozo statue. I think it's a statue that's meant to depict somebody? It's hard to say. Really. Because, I don't know. It could just be abstract, like here's just some Chozo. In the same way that there are statues of people that aren't meant to depict anybody in particular. It's just sort of like, well, here is a person. For all I know, that could be the most average Chozo, like, face. Like they've gathered some data. It's kind of like how they figured out the most, average person in the world was... How does that go? It's like an ethnic Chinese man. No, it's an ethnic Chinese woman named Muhammad who's between some certain ages. And of course, we just passed the lift. But I would like to make sure... Oh, well, we'll see what's through there later. Yeah, this is Area 4. Guess we're descending to Area 5. This is about how far I think I got before. I'm really tearing through it. I guess that's experience. Oh yeah. I got this far before. I recognize that beating thing in the background. Do you think they're plants or animals? I could see it going either way. They're probably animals, honestly. Plants don't, like, beat like that. Plants don't have much rhythm. Huh, 7 Metroids, huh? That's almost half, or that's a little more than half of the remaining number of Metroids, since there are 13 Metroids left. That is 7 yet, right? I'm not making a fool of myself? Yeah, that's 7. Yeah, this is where I was. They are rather beautiful, though, whatever those things are. I mean, clearly they're animals that the Metroids didn't kill, right? I mean, I guess for all I know, they could be like Metroid eggs or something. The issue is that everything the Metroids didn't kill, clearly Samus is going to. And that's kind of, one of the odd ways that she almost seems to... she not almost seems, she totally has things in common with the Metroids. She gets energy by, harvesting it from living creatures. I suppose we all do to some extent, unless you're a plant. If there are any plants in the audience, hi, by the way. What's it like being a plant? I've often wondered. I'm a big fan of plants myself. I like dandelions, for example. They're very pretty. Do you wonder if Samus has ever seen a dandelion? They don't have them back on Zebes, and that's where she grew up. So she'll, they could have had other plants that you could blow on the seeds like that, though. I don't know. Mother Brain probably would have killed everything there anyway, but hold on! Speaking of plants, look at this! There are plants this deep underground. The Metroids didn't kill them all. And look at those insects, or insect-like creatures fluttering around. It's beautiful. There are even fungi down here. There've probably been a lot of those. Maybe we're gonna bring one of those little... Oh, God. Hold on. There's gotta be some way around that thing, right? Well, of course there is. Right? Come on, right? No. No, there's not. I just gotta... This is sure death, though. I can't... Well... I guess this... is the best I can... There we go. Wow. So those things are plants that were doing that have that gas. In any case, you think... Oh, there's a Metroid down here, too. In any case, do you think maybe we're gonna, bring one of those snail things down, and it'll turn... And it'll turn out... Come on, huh? And it'll turn out that, in the water, it turns into a pretty snail lady, and she'll betray us to the Lunarians to save her sister, and it'll be kind of weird. Yeah, that's probably what'll happen. I don't really feel bad about killing all those snail things, though. There gotta be some way through here. Look at the map. Right? Look at the map. Oh, you hear that little, haw noise. I think that means that somewhere we scanned had a Metroid in it. Though, of course, I'm not sure. In fact, maybe I'm just hearing things. Maybe that's one of the just general ambient noise that you have here on SR388. The distant rumblings of Metroids. But this place really is beautiful, and this is further than I got before. All the plants, it's just so full of life. Why didn't the Metroids kill all this, you think? They don't have any, like, appreciation of beauty, for example. Hey! Wanna get it already? There we go. I can't believe I missed that, even with the increase. Oh, here we go. Oh! Well, he's gonna be dead in a few seconds. Or not. Well, I mean, it still will be. I mean, at least I expect. There we go. Did it knee deep in water, too? That water must be full of all sorts of microbes, you know? They could probably pose a severe threat to our health if it weren't for the power suit. Well, these things! Why, we haven't seen these since a long time. Oh, but maybe we really are going to go underwater and get betrayed to the Lunarians! I know I began shooting before I even stopped to consider whether these things are friendly. They're certainly beautiful animals. They remind me kind of, there are some odd animals, you know, even on our planet, of course, but, like, for example, there are these, I forget what they're called. They're flat, sort of like these things are, and, but they don't swim. They, like, move along the ground, and they're covered in small, they're sort of like rocks, and they work like eyes. I gotta find out what these things are called, because that's a pretty weird animal. What's up here? Yeah, that's one of the problems with science fiction, I think, is that in a lot of the time in a science fiction story, if they try to make up aliens, they're really a lot less alien than even animals that are on our planet and share a significant portion of our DNA. There's some way through here. Yeah, look at that. It's really weird because, like, the only way through... Well, I don't know what's going on there. In any case, it looks like there's another missile tank upgrade over this way, so I say we go seize the opportunity. Hey, you wanna try again? There we go. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna get up there unless I can get up there via this side, which is possible. Nope. Gotta get up there the other way. So I guess I'm not gonna get up there. Those spikes would sooner destroy us and doom the Federation than they would, than I would get through them. But hold on, there's gotta be some way to get through here. Let's do some more scanning until we find our answer. So, there's a way up there. But the issue is, the only way to, like, break that block is sort of not through... Well, I don't know what's going on there. And unless we get the power to phase through walls, which I doubt, I don't know what we can do. Ooh! Hey, turn this off. No, turn the suit off. There we go. Well, don't turn the suit off, but turn that shield off is what I mean. Another light shining us forward, huh? Phase drift uses Aeon to slow time for everyone but you. To slow time? Press down to equip, press A. Hold on! We can control the flow of time? Holy... Samus, you're beginning to scare me, honestly, but sure. That's pretty incredible, I gotta say. So hold on, there's still something above this spot, right? Now they're gonna reform. This is incredible. Did you see that? That was incredible. Well, that's how we're gonna get past things like the fan, for example. Things like the fan. And like, oh well, we're out of Aeon now. But that's fine. We won't need it to get up here anymore. Although, of course, having a lot of it is still always welcome. What a beautiful place this is. The last thing I expected to find this far underground was like a bastion of plant life. So I wonder where they're deriving their energy from if they're this far underground. I mean, it can't be from the star system's sun. Mmm, tasty. How about we just... I know that we're expected to, like, just slow time to get past them, but... why would I do that when... okay, I guess I might have to. Well, sure. Let's go. I guess I should probably climb up here like this, right? Yeah! This just keeps going and going. But fortunately, we can stop now because we're at the top. Though we can't get through this door, it's broken. Look at those... the mushrooms are moving. It's like they're breathing. Most peculiar. You don't see anything like that back on Earth, huh? Or Dibon. Who knows if Earth is even the capital of the Federation anymore? Oh, well, it's not. It's Dibon, but who knows where Earth even is? I mean, somebody must. There's still all these humans around. That music. Is that music Brinstar? I think so, from Super Metroid, which even though I haven't played it yet, it's so famous that I have heard a lot of stuff from the sound. Whoa, more lasers. Okay, this is bad. I don't quite follow what's going on here. So that's one of them out of the way. But I have a feeling it's not going to cut it this entire time. I see they're moving along some kind of light rail. What's that in the background? Is that a plant or almost looks like a body, but none of the team could have gotten down this far. Now could they? Oh boy! At least I don't think they did. I mean, I guess they could have gotten this far. I wouldn't really know, would I? I mean, no, there's no way they did. We know they didn't. This'll be a good thing to have here. Well, we can't get through there either. Is this that door that was broken? No, this is a new door. This place is just full of more of these malfunctioning old Chozo robots. Oh, I see what we need to do. We want to get to the other side right now, huh? No, we just gotta sort of not let, that... It sees us? Maybe? No, it doesn't see us anymore. Maybe it can only detect our motion or something? I mean, if that's the case, it seems like a rather poor design to me. Because if it can only detect motion, like, there's still easy ways to get around that, or comparatively easy, even if they're not risk-free. Which, you know, Samus... Aaron is demonstrating right now how to get around it, or she was. Suppose she's not doing such a good job of that anymore, huh? And what's down here? Well, a door. Another one of these strange green things. They do resemble those creatures that were on Zebes, but... What the heck? Is that like a little dragon? Well, I'll take it, I guess. That's the weirdest icon for a plasma beam imaginable. Was it... maybe it's... I don't know what it was. You'd think that's how, like, a military unit might draw it as, like, their little mascot or something? In case the plasma beam accumulates and then releases powerful plasma energy, and can pass through multiple enemies. So, it almost feels wrong to take it out when it's not hurting anyone. You know, it's just making its home up there. This is incredible. With this, we're going to be able to blast through everything. I mean, more so than already. Well, maybe not that easily, but we can, and that's the important thing. No longer do we need to deplete Aeon to take out these things. We can just take them out with... Oh, hold on, there's a missile tank beyond this wall, apparently. Huh? I thought. It says so on the map, right? Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh, hold on. No, we still can't shoot through those. Those crystals. I will say, these Chozo machines are powerful. I suppose they didn't expect that they would need to guard against Chozo weaponry. Oh, well. Nothing I can't deal with. Okay. Hey. This can even take out those robots, right? Yeah, they can! By the way, what's down here? A missile station thing? Is this an ammo station or an energy? No, it's energy tanks. Most excellent. Couldn't want anything more. Well, there's a lot more to want in life. You know, friendship, companionship, meaningful human interaction. Yeah, they just blow themselves up. Seems like a very odd thing. This is gonna take it out eventually. And so it did. We just need to go back up here and I suppose spider ball our way up. This place, you know, it shows us that maybe a long time ago, SR-388 was a beautiful planet. Certainly not anymore, though, huh? Well, that's not true, actually. All these crystals and even the fact that there is life like this still around down here, I think is pretty extraordinary. We took out that swarm in seconds. That was incredible. I'd say something like, did you see that? But, you know, of course you saw that. Still, it's been a while since we found a Metroid, hasn't it? Huh? We just fell an awful long way there. I don't like that myself, and aim to, not repeat that mistake. So, we're in here, turn this on, and run. There we go. Now we turn that off so we don't use up any more power. Engage super missiles, or engage normal missiles, use plasma beam, and we're in! That's just great. What was even up there anyway? Oh, just a whole bunch of upgrades. That's all. Well, I guess at this point I'm just concerned I might not have enough Aeon energy to get through there. I mean, I think I will. I'm gonna say I will. Let's just don't stop running, and now we got it. We're good. We can't get any further, though, because this, rind is in the way. Guess we never learned what those things were, huh? Well, I guess we'll take the lift down now. Or up, actually. Nope. Nor this one. This is a huge cave we're in. Oh my god, look at the size of this! This is incredible! Whoa! Hey. Well, I think we should be able to... Well, maybe we still can't get past those things without a plasma beam. But... Or not without the plasma beam, without this thing. I guess that we don't really need it. We could have jumped over it. But it just didn't seem like the thing to do for whatever reason. Beautiful. We'll use this. Actually, what am I doing? We had the... I was overwhelmed by the immense scale of this cavern. Look at Samus propelling through the air. They call me Helicopter Aaron. Anyway, hold on, there's a huge building behind us. I was going to say the Chozo did not appear to have gotten down this far, but clearly I was wrong. I mean, they did appear to have gotten down this far, judging from all the doors. But, like, I just figured that maybe... Oh yeah, they shoot out these bug things. Well, fortunately, we can take those out in seconds at this point. We got a teleporter, so we can get back here easily. Well, comparatively easily. Anyway, want to try that again? Didn't think so. I just have a feeling that this is going to not... Well, no, never mind. I was quite mistaken. But we can't get in there even so. Hey, and bye. I guess we can try and get in through this side? No, those are blocks that we need something we don't have yet to get through. Look at the size of those mushrooms. Another remarkable case of convergent evolution. Although judging from the way they sort of move, maybe they're not actually mushrooms. Whoa, hey! Oh, I wouldn't mind getting that super missile upgrade. What's that thing there? It looks like It's a water cactus. I hear they're good in salads. We're not going to get in through that side now, are we? And this is the bottom of this enormous cavern, it would seem. Something there? No. So how could we get in there? Well, from above somehow, I guess. The issue is, here we are above right now, and I'm not seeing how we would get in. I did hear a Metroid noise, though. Wait, hold on. Does that mean there's a Metroid... There's certainly... Whoa, hey, hey! There's certainly enough room for a Metroid to be back there. Oh, I see how we can get in there. I missed this space right above us. Above the tasty space cactus. What are these things? They almost look like nests. By the way, could you guys... cut it out! Well, look at all that beautiful plant life. Oh, hold on. Oh, well, here's how we're going to get through. Not sure how we're going to get back, though. And way down? Yeah, here we are. No, I know how we're going to get back. I already saw the gap that would let me get back. Down here! On the other side of the missile. Like I was just looking at... No! Oh... I have to go all the way around again. I feel like that's what happens over and over again. The thing is, I just don't want to have the slow time Aeon feature on all the time because it drains our Aeon so quickly. Really quickly. Super duper quickly. Otherwise, I mean, imagine, with that thing, Samus could live for what feels to her like 100 years. Without actually, aging at all. I suppose the main question as far as that goes, though, is that a life worth living? Most people would probably say no. Anyway, so what now? I suppose we need to use the teleporter, because I'm not sure how much more there is that we can do in this area. Or rather, equipped as we are now. I think we're going to need the ability to do a little more to get to that Metroid who we picked up. I say who as if it's a person. Oh wait, it can't get over here, that's good. This area around this teleporter must be covered in, or not teleporter, around this save point, must be covered with the pheromones of a rival and very strong spike rolling ball. And I'm not talking about Samus Aran, although she clearly spirals around with the best of them. So hold on, what else is there in this area? Clearly quite a lot, since we've only looked around 17.4% of it. But, how about this? Let's see what more we can detect around here. Clearly quite a lot. And I can see already what I assume is going to be another upgrade for the power suit down beneath us. So let's see if we can't, get it. It's so good to be back in the swing of things after having screwed that up. You know, I've been having a bit of a hard time now, you know, in real life. Really going through some of the saddest stuff I've ever gone through in my life. And the thing is, and it's sort of interesting to me, the way that this functions is like escapism. And in general, a lot of art that deals with, unpleasant emotions that we normally... Well, how do I put this? So on the one hand, that yes, you know, this is like, Samus is strong, and I'm sort of vicariously strong through her. But in real life, my problems are comparatively minute, you know. I'm not being hunted in a life or death struggle. Even if modern society is sort of inherently... How do I put this? Alienating. You still don't want... It's still interesting to me that, like, I would be, I don't need to be so sad about, you know, losing people important to me, because right now I'm being hunted by monsters. And I think it's interesting the way that a lot of art has much more distinctly negative emotions. You can't even call it a power fantasy, and yet people seek it out and enjoy it anyway. I think we're about done here. The gravity suit greatly reduces damage received and also prevents lava damage and allows you to move freely in liquid. So, let's go. I almost hate shooting them. They make that popping sound like they're soap bubbles or something. And now we can even do the spin jump underwater. In addition to that, our speed seems way less reduced underwater. Hold on, it might not be reduced at all now underwater. If so, that's pretty incredible. There's not much more for us to do here. Hey, what the? No, we can't get there that way. Oh, I see. So, how are we gonna get through here? It looks like there's... There we go, I thought there was a ledge there. I was a little confused why she wasn't grabbing it. Oh. I see what I need to do. It all comes together. Hold on, what's even in here? Wait a minute, is there anything down here? I mean, there must be, right? Of course. Oh my god. No, well, I've come this far, might as well try to figure this out. So... we have this activated, so... what we need to do is cling to that ledge up there, but I don't care that much. Who cares? With this suit, we've practically already killed the Metroids. I mean, I don't know how much bigger and uglier they can get, but we're gonna take them out. What I don't understand, though, is why did she... when she came to this planet, why wasn't she already equipped with all of this? Well, beats me. So let's see if we can... well, hold on, is this going to enable us to get to somewhere we couldn't get to before? Well, even if it can't, we can go to that teleporter. And of course it'll help us get to places we haven't been before, but I mean up here. Like that Metroid that it detects. We still don't have the spin attack. I'm amazed that it held up that long against that, you know, being shot point blank. Anything else up here? I mean, there must be, right? Uh-oh. Hey! Well, let's try that again. But with, more gusto this time, and less losing! It's easier to do it if you're just ascending straight up and doing nothing else. And, yeah, not much more there. Well, there was that enormous building over this way, right? Yeah, there it is. It's pretty incredible, that building, really. And there's also something in here we haven't looked at yet. How about we do? Are we inside that building? I don't think so. Gonna fall? Yeah. No, we can't get through there, so... whoa, though, this is worth it. Whatever else was going on, this was worth it. Even though at this point, one energy tank is worth a lot more than it used to be, because to us, this suit makes the energy tanks be depleted, you know, more slowly. So, how about this? No! Oh, criminy. I guess I needed to... what I should have done is I should have set off a scan to see if there were any breakable blocks above them, rather than assuming that there were and then failing to sort of latch on to that spot. So, let's try that again and scan first. No, it appears there's nothing down there. Except, well, there is something else down there, but we can't get to it because it's on the other side of that thick row of spikes. And it's not good for anybody's health to just jump into those. Oh, there's something. Another one of these super flowers. You know, it almost seems like a shame because, you know, they really are pretty plants in their way. They've clearly formed a symbiotic relationship with those bugs. Because they, yeah, look at how tall... whoa, 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 hold on. How do we get up there? Oh, wait, another Metroid shell. Must be one not far from here. This is just all sorts of things trying to kill us all at once. And now only this one remains, and we didn't even lose one energy tank. I expect that this is the way above the mushroom forest. Really, a mushroom forest? It's amazing. Of all the things to find down here, in its way, this is sort of comforting. Because even with all the damage the Metroids have done, done to this planet, life lives on. Oh, we can't get in there without that weird whatever that is. Works for me. I think it must be a spin attack. So, how about we go on the up... We'll take the high road first. And see where... As I say we'll take the high road first, we begin falling to the low road. And we'll see where this takes us. I'll take this stuff too, by the way. Whoa! And more of these pulsing things. Whoa! Did you see that? It almost seems like we might not be able to just take them out as easily as we once were. Metroids! Yeah, Metroids. And that pool of high-temperature acid is no longer any consequence to us. Which is sort of interesting, because it's like, now we have all the abilities of the Metroids. Because we absorb energy from other life forms, we can extend extreme temperatures, we can basically fly. And we're both, in different ways, the Chozo's children. There it is. Whoa! Please, don't do that! But I will, however, do this. About done? Yeah, we are. Most excellent. Now we just need to find all the other Metroids around here. It's kind of an incredible feeling of, of strength, the amount of stuff we're able to do now. We can practically just soar through these environments. And that's something no ordinary person can do now or ever will be able to do. Because it's really, it's really unfortunate, the horrors that Samus experienced as a child that ended up leading to her being in a position to, be raised by the Chozo as she was. Hey! Oh, another rind. Still no way to get through there, huh? With all the other amazing things we can do, well, we can get through here! In a cloud of blood smoke. Not sure what we're gonna find up here, but it looked like we just sort of shot through something. And so we did. I would say that these must be weak blocks for us to shoot through them, but really it's that we have a very powerful weapon at our disposal. I mean, look at that. We cleared that swarm out in seconds. Seconds flat, nothing to it. Well, we missed that Metroid is the problem. Didn't we? Oh, hold on. Something else new. Is this it? The screw attack! Was I calling it the spin attack? Well, you knew what I meant. What I meant. The screw attack emits powerful energy waves during spin jumps, which can be used to damage enemies upon impact, yeah. Right now, Samus is thinking about how that flower behind her kind of looks like the thing in the middle is a mouth, and she's imagining it talking with a voice similar to that of Kermit the Frog. Anything we can break down here? No. Nope, not at all. Oh, hold on, there must be, actually. Hold on, what? Oh, wait, here we go. Well, that's that. And I bet you we needed this to get to the Metroid down here, right? This is incredible. I spoke a little too soon. Now the Metroids are as good as dead. Although, in some very real sense, I suppose they were as soon as Samus got onto this planet. Hey, mind, not trying to kill me? Well, you know, I'm gonna try and kill you, so I guess it's only fair. There we go. Oh, why didn't the, ability to shoot it with the grapple beam open up? Well, we have to be prepared for these kinds of things when we are in combat situations like this one. Like we are, for example, right now. Hey. Oh. Not sure why I had a hard time with that jump just there. Yeah, you don't wanna be friends, huh? Yeah, I don't think it would work out either. Extermination complete. Hold on. This is the one we want, yeah. Yeah, this is shooting them straight through their shells, isn't it? That's pretty incredible. And there's another one of those rhines over here. I guess the question is, you think this will get us through the rhine? Nah, still doesn't get us through the rhines. Whatever those things are. And it goes even deeper down. This goes so far down. I still think it's pretty incredible. So, further down we go. I mean, it's clearly a Metroid down here, apparently. There's a lift, a save point, and an uncharged door. I have a feeling I know where that door might take us. By which I mean it'll take us to a Metroid. Probably not immediately. Oh no, maybe immediately. No, not immediately. My bad. I see, it's on the other side of that wall up there. So how do we get to the other side of that wall is the next thing to ask. Well, there must be some way around here, right? Maybe we have to take the long way around. I could see it. Or is there a long way around? Oh yeah, no, there's the way in. But yeah, did you hear that little rah noise just there? I think that's the Metroids. Oh, this one's fighting in a water-based environment. See, they mix things up sometimes. Wanna try again? Well, I mean, if you do, I'm just gonna kill you. I should probably be clear. Though, who am I kidding? There is no trying again here. There's just killing you. Just 3 more to go on this level. And by on this level, I mean on this area, and it's not a level. I mean like this level of the planet, like a level of a building, but planets don't have levels like that. Now, it's true that, that Zebus did, but that's because the Chozo built it to have levels. Like Torian, Brinstar, etc., seem to be, well, they seem to be sort of a modification of what was already there, but they also were very much the sectors of the planet that the Chozo divided it into. I guess we have to come in from above. And judging from those blocks, I think it may behoove us to not just come in from above, but to come in from above prepared to slow down time some. Yep, right here. This is gonna need a bunch of Aeon to get through. But nothing we can't, try. There we go. So that restored some of our Aeon. We don't need the shield on anymore either. But what we want now is the time one. So, hold, not yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right here we go. Okay, that's off. What's the shortest way to do this? Well, there's no way to do it. We're out of, I see the shortest way. It's just to go down there and kill that one. Or kill it. Are these things even alive? Well, of course they're alive. They're probably some kind of fungus. I remember once I found some store selling little fungusy things under the name of living rocks. I never really forgave my mother for killing mine. She didn't mean to kill it, but even though I told her not to water it, she watered the thing. They didn't need much water, and if they got that amount of water, they would kill them. I guess she just didn't get the memo, even though I told her all those times, and that means she's a heartless murderer. I mean, not that I'm bitter or anything. What gives you that idea? Okay, so, I guess we don't necessarily need to slow down time one on, but I'm gonna keep it on anyway. It's just this hunch I have that we're gonna be glad we had it. Of course, I could be wrong, but my hunches are often pretty good. See? What'd I tell ya? And now we'll be on our way out of this area. After, I suppose, we harvest more life energy, the same as the Metroids would. So what does make us better than the Metroids? Is it that we have an ideology we think is worth fighting for? Some would say that, the Metroids at least want nothing more than their survival. But then the actions of the Metroid Prime make you wonder if that's really true. The Metroid Prime was nasty. At first, of course, it was just a sort of embodiment of the environmental decay of Talon 4. But in the long run, it became so much worse than that. It was a mass murderer on a planetary scale. But can we say all the Metroids would do that if they had the chance? Probably. They seem to just be animals, but are they? I'm not sure we can even counter these things anymore because of the electrical charge that they have. We can't counter Metroids when they're like that. Why should we be able to counter these things? Oh, look at those little fish back there. See, not everything that survived is actively trying to kill us. In any case, the remaining machinery certainly is. It's probably not functioning as intended. There's another Metroid shell, so that's a good sign. Normally, signs of Metroids are not good signs, far from it. But then again, Samus Aran is not having a normal day. In a way, it must be a kind of, I would think kind of cathartic to, after all this time, finally have the closure of knowing the Metroids are going to be dead. I mean, they've haunted her for years as a sort of embodiment of all her ambivalence towards the Chozo. Oh, hey, look, is that that's a missile tank, not an energy tank. Well, I'd say it's worth trying to get a hold of anyway. Huh. How are we gonna do this? Well, first I'll shoot it with a normal missile. Next, I'll slow down time so that the missile doesn't, the block doesn't return. Then, I stop slowing down time and probably fall down here. Just so. Man, nothing stands a chance against Samus when she's using her screw attack. Anyway, Metroid's in here, right? Oh, another one of the tall ones. It's already taken a lot of damage, though. I guess that's what happens when you use super missiles on it, huh? It takes a lot of... there we go, a lot of damage. Seems odd to me that they light up with that grapple point. It's as if, you know, they're begging to be grappled. Maybe Samus just sort of naturally sees that red glow on things she knows the grapple beam will work on, and it's not literally there in the environment. It's like a metaphor for her acute perception. I bet you that's what's going on, actually. It would make more... No, pull it down while it's winded! Gosh, you think it would know better than to keep doing that attack when it's how it, well, endured so much pain. Alright. 2 more Metroids. I kinda wish that I could speak in Samus Aran's voice. It'd make it more immersive. What would her voice be, anyway? I don't know. I imagine that it would be... She has kind of a husky voice. Now, I know you're gonna say, well, hold on, wasn't there that a Metroid game on the Wii, a certain one, where she did have full voiceovers? And you're right. And by you're right, I mean, no, you're wrong. There was no game. They never did that. What are you talking about? Okay, there's nothing down there other than pain. Let's just get out of this room. I feel like all we're gonna find in here is pain. Well, pain in a Metroid, so really, pain, actually. So, back this way. If I recall, this area did keep going down deeper, right? I guess that electrical, charge they get around themselves is almost like a screw attack of their own. At least in some sense. Pop, 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 pop. It's like they're soap bubbles. I bet you Samus thinks of them as bubbles. And they make her think of how when she finally gets back home after this, she's gonna eat all those hearty meat stews, and she's probably gonna take a big bubble bath. She'll have one of those, she doesn't go halfway for these things. It'll be like there'll be bubbles all over the bathroom floor, and she won't even care. I mean, she's gonna have to clean them up later, of course, but for the time being, she won't even care. Because, she's enjoying herself. And after this, she will have earned it. Okay, so, next up is a new question. We didn't stop it in time to avoid the attack, but what's, Samus, there we go. What's over this way? Other, of course, than trouble, which we find every way here on SR388. It could be on the travel brochure. Just kidding, no one would ever go here, unless it was for a scientific expedition. And that's for the best, you know? I've said that this place is beautiful, even if it is, deadly, and so it is, but even so, it still is a lovely place, and I think part of that beauty will be soiled if, say, people came here too much. And that's the thing, you know? What value does the beauty have if there aren't people to observe it? Does it have intrinsic value? I'd say probably not. There has to be some agency to observe it, or, you know, what's the purpose of its beauty? And I think that's why it's so important that there be intelligent life in the universe. Because otherwise, what's the point of the universe? And of course you're gonna say, well, the universe has no point. But the thing is, as living beings, don't we have a kind of, I don't know, responsibility to seeing that? That's not what I mean to say. It's not coming out right, what I'm trying to say here. Oh, there's a limited space down beneath us, so I think it's worth looking around. Specifically because we might find something useful, like this. There was also a breakable block here, right? Yes. So, although... Huh? What is this? Guess we just can't break that block. Makes you wonder why it was there. There begin to be these huge chambers where we can only get around by flying like that. Metroid! Holy crap, there are plants that can withstand this heat? The plants, you know, the life here isn't just beautiful, but it's incredible. Up to this point, I'm not sure if we've encountered any of the Metroids older than this stage living in these kinds of extreme conditions. I suspect that this might be... Well, I don't know, maybe they only live in these kinds of conditions at a certain point in at a certain phase in the life cycle. Until they finally, you know, reproduce. Well, can they only do that as adults? Because I was under the impression that even the larval ones could reproduce. But if those are just larval, then maybe I'm using the wrong terms. Maybe they can reproduce at any point in their life, but as they sort of get enough energy to begin going through their metamorphoses, what's going on is they, it's like just them getting stronger. In which case, they're very much unlike humans who do not get stronger as we age. Well, we do up to a point. Metroids, though, seem to just get stronger indefinitely, and take on pretty radically different, body types, too. This is just where I want you. Oh, hey! Thought about, biting at me, huh? Well... I guess it's hardly surprising. In the lighting, I can't tell how red it's getting, you know? Because in the lighting, everything is red. I mean, it makes me, from the beginning, feel like I'm doing pretty well. And I think I am. Judging from its death. One more Metroid in this sector. Or this area, or whatever the heck it is. While we're here, let's try and... Yeah, we got the underside now. Which was really pointless, other than the sort of... maybe fun of completion, I guess. Hey. Don't go exploding like that on me. I don't appreciate that. And I bet your mother wouldn't either if she could see you right now. Whoa, okay, you know what? Why was I even trying to go up there anyway? I already cleared the path, so I wouldn't need to do that ever again! Hold on, I better use this down here before I go any further in my explorations here. So there's one more Metroid down this deep, huh? And I bet you it's through here. If these green bug things that were on the doors, or a fungus, or whatever that is, are down this deep, how did they get up to the surface? I've been under the impression at least there are different species of spike bats down this far. Well, there's no way we're getting through there. Hey! And next we'll take out the little malfunctioning pyrotechnics machine. Another teleporter. I can't let this new weapon let me get too cocky, though. Because if I do, then you know what's going to happen is what you just saw happening. I'm going to, I'm going to not dodge. I'm not going to melee attacks because I'm just going to be like, oh, I can take him out. And there's that Metroid shell, huh? So I got to be careful. I mean, as tough as, you know, we have to be to get this far. And Samus is tough, you know, she's resourceful. And she just doesn't give up. She's like a one-woman killing machine. Hey, bye. I suppose it's an interesting kind of femininity, huh? I mean, it's a sort of femininity that has defined itself by the predominantly male culture of the Chozo. At least, I can't think of any female Chozo, although obviously there must be some. So, the 7th remaining Metroid, huh? And there it is. They're a lot different from the ones they had back in Torian, huh? Well, that's because it's older. Older, wiser. But you remember what a big deal it was? Those Metroids that were in Torian. Yet here, we just take them out like it's nobody's business. But I guess even back on Torian, we were eliminating every last one of the Metroids. And you know, that whole catastrophe and all of this trouble with Phazon, you know, that could all... Oh, God! All that could happen again if the Metroids aren't taken out. And that's why it's so important that we take them out. At this point, though, I know they're weak to Ice Beam, but I wonder if maybe it wouldn't make more sense to just use the powerful Plasma Beam. I mean, they clearly do respond to normal weaponry, right? Oh, no, wait, no, they don't. My bad. What the... I do still not understand why sometimes the screw attack triggers and other times it doesn't. Or why sometimes she, like, will go into that spinning jump, but other times won't. Hey, Arm, how you doing? Well, that's it for this beautiful place. I'm gonna remember this place fondly, deadly though it is. It just seems so beautiful, such an unexpected bastion of life in this. Well, I mean, I say a bastion of life, but really there's been life everywhere. I guess it's just that this is a sort of, alien as it is, a more familiar kind of life. I mean, this isn't too different, really, as the music implied, from what Samus saw back home on her irreparably lost home of on Zebes. And it is irreparably lost because even with Mother Brain gone, everything there has pretty much still been Hey, hold on. That was so worth it. That was also very easy to get. Anything on this side? Yes. And is there anything on this side? Yes to that too. This is the side we want, though. This is an accomplishment worth preserving in the galactic database. Like the one in Doctor Who. Is that how I got talking about the idea that, like, she was a Doctor Who fan to begin with? Probably. Before we go, I guess something I'm curious about, is there anything else in this region worth getting? Well, of course there is. There's a lot of stuff we didn't get. But somehow, I feel like it's not needed. At this point, we're already so unstoppable. But then again, pride comes before the fall. Still, I think what I'll do instead is oh hey look, that thing no longer has the gas on it. I mean, I'm very glad. I mean, that was the thing that had the gas on it, right? I think so. I'll spare that one's life. Not for any particular reason. Which is really, that's the thing, Samus is kind of arbitrary in which animals she kills and which she doesn't. Oh, hey, so even this suit doesn't protect us from that stuff, huh? I mean, I guess not. Clearly. Does it get through this wall? Yeah, that's how we got here. I really do need to teleport back to some earlier areas, though. Now that we can shoot through the 3-eye creatures and that kind of thing, there's a ton of stuff to get. A ton of stuff to be had. Yeah, that rhino thing. Yeah, those grasshopper rhinos really weren't the biggest threat in comparison to the bipedal rhino blob, then. I mean, I don't know, what would you call them? I'd probably call them spike heads. Even our scanner detects that purple stuff, huh? And already the new life has moved in. Did one of those bars on that rock there just twitch? I mean, it couldn't be, right? Well, it could be. It could be alive like everything else down here seems to be. What's through here, you think? Something? Come on, I came all this way. There must be something up here. Oh, that's what's up here, huh? Oh no, we still can't get through that. Oh god, I probably should have turned that on to begin with. Well, I didn't. How are we gonna get in there? I don't know. So the question is, do I blow this out, or do I go through here first? I think I'll go through this tunnel first. Who built it here, do you think? I don't know. Oh. Well, we need to get on the other side of that to clear that out of our path. You know, I guess they roll up in bowls like we do. But there's not like a metaphor there, because the Chozo didn't create them, you know, we're not like those animals. We fight for a purpose other than our survival. I mean, if anything, going down here is against the interests of our own self-preservation. And that's Oh, I see what I'm gonna need to do. What I just did, specifically. Oh, and that's how we're gonna get through that little gap. We did it. It all came full circle. Now, I think we're at full missile capacity. Or pretty close, anyway. Now blasting through that rock? No. Rock is pretty tough stuff when you know, think about it. How in the world are we gonna get up there? Now, I must be missing something again. No? Well, that's not gonna work, ever. So, it's a good thing that we don't need to get through there. What we do need to do, though, is something like this. Brilliant. Now what? Oh. That's what, huh? No, it's still not enough to get past this thing, though, huh? We can't break it. But we could do this. And that's just what we needed to do. So that's good. And now, we'll never need to do it again.
Wonder if Melissa will like the next episode of Doctor Who. Also, I wonder what Oldberg would think of all this.